I have no idea. I usually will say something like, "Oh, I got to record tonight," and I'll be like, "Record what?" I'm like, "A podcast," and they're like, "You have a podcast?" I'm like, "No, they have a podcast. I'm just on it."
I think it's the other way around, actually.
If it was me, this would be all music, sex, and sports. Y'all bring a lot of diversity. I'm just the schmuck in the background.
No, you're not. You're the voice of reason.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
nobody listens. I'm an artist. They won't get me till I'm dead.
Mm, okay.
From natural causes. Fucking weirdo.
Let's go.
Okay. Damn. Okay. Welcome to the threesome, y'all. This is the podcast where the three of us make every attempt to talk about at least three topics each. Every attempt.
Wish us luck.
Right. Especially tonight.
We gonna get through it together as a threesome.
Right. So if this is your first time,
Instinct
anyway,
leads me to another flow.
it's that kind of night, y'all. So, anyways, welcome back, whatever.
Whatever, niggas there.
Well, I mean, I don't want the intro to be like 10 minutes long like it was last week.
It was funny last week.
I
We're
know,
good,
it
though.
was
It's
long.
hilarious. All right, focus.
Yeah. Focus.
Squirrel.
Anyway, what? Anyway, the sultry voice you're about to hear is our point person and our optimistic realist, and we like to call her Star.
Now here's a funky introduction of how nice I am. Tell your mother, tell your father, send a
Tell your father,
telegram.
send a telegram.
Uh, yeah, we are in full fledged reminisce mode,
Hey.
and I was waiting for one of you to hit the I reminisce about you, but never mind. Okay.
My God.
My God. Yeah. Okay. The dulcet baritone you're about to hear is our man in the middle, our voice of reason. We like to call him Magic.
Jews don't salute the fucking swastika, but niggas will pledge allegiance to the flag that accosted you.
Mm-hmm. Finger
Correct.
snaps.
Yep. And bringing up the rear, as always, I like to identify as the pragmatic contrarian of our group, and they call me Storm.
Now that was an applause.
It sounds like it to me. I don't know, but anyway. So, do we
Here
have
we
any
go.
do we have any church announcements? It's gonna be that kind of night. I see that now. Okay.
So I find it hilarious how DeSantos is down there in Florida trying to rob Disney of all its privilege.
You know what would be hilarious? If Disney was like, okay, well, we don't have to take this. We're moving.
They ain't not
And
going nowhere.
I know, but I'm just saying, if they did, that'd be the end of his political career because he could not withstand that. Because that would
No,
be
Fuck up a
that.
whole bunch of money.
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. That would be
I
the end
mean,
of his political career.
it'll mess up a whole bunch of money, but like Disney and whatever, they've been getting their
Oh,
way
but
for a whole, for
yeah,
a long, long freaking time. Like, what was it, last
Yes,
year, year before last, they got like half a freaking billion in like tax breaks. Like, get the
but there's a reason for that. There is
yeah,
a
it's a reason
really
for it
good.
all.
No, I mean there's a really good fucking reason for them to make Disney happy because Disney brings a lot. Hear me, a lot of tourism
Oh no,
to
for sure.
Florida.
For
Like there
sure.
are a lot of businesses that only exist because
Because
Disney
of
is
Disney.
there.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah,
that.
no, I get that. I do, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Motherfuck him and John Wayne.
Walt Disney, absolutely. I mean, Walt Disney himself, that motherfucker. I mean, we won't even talk
Racism,
about his
plagiarism, pick
racism.
one.
Well, I wasn't
Mm,
even talking about his racism. I'm talking about his mommy issues.
mhm.
But yeah, there's a lot to unpack with Walt Disney. But
Do your Googles, people.
you know, luckily he doesn't run the company anymore. So I mean, yeah.
Rest in pressure.
Anyway, right. But anyway, Walt Disney World is
Flames is
fun.
hot.
You know, I like animals, so they're the one park I can't even remember the name of it, but I love that park. So anyway,
You
what's
would
it
not
called?
remember the name of one you love.
I don't. Well, I wouldn't remember your name half the time if
Damn.
I didn't write it down.
I ain't never got none. I ain't taking it personal.
Oh well, I love y'all.
We
What's
love
your name
you.
As
again?
we love you and you and you and you and you, the listener.
Love you too.
It's your bored
Aw.
ass.
Okay.
We got a show to do.
Oh, my bad. I'm multitasking because the NBA playoffs
It's
have
10:30 at
begun. For
night. We
those of
old. We
y'all,
delirious.
She
well,
gotta earn her
that just
check.
means that yeah, that just means that the West Coast game just started not too long ago. That's all that means to me
I
during
don't give a
NBA
shit about that
playoffs.
one.
Because, well, I don't really either, but I always have to watch just in case some shit goes down and I need to be abreast of all the NBA happenings,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Uh-uh.
Okay.
Sorry, wrong button.
Not the laugh track.
Abreast.
Mm.
You on it tonight.
Need a nap. Anyway, what we talking
Right.
about this week?
Speaking of which, I'm gonna tell y'all a few things. I am not going to explain them. I'm just going to say them, just to get them off my chest.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Every time I say breast or chest, are you gonna do that?
Only if it's well referenced. It's entendres.
Okay. That was not an entendre. But
Sure it wasn't.
anyway,
Pun intended.
only to you. Only to you.
Whatever
Anyway,
keeps me entertained.
the number one, I am a Draymond Green truther. Okay.
Not an apologist this time.
Okay.
Number two. Number two.
Hmm.
Not a James Harden. I am not a James Harden fan, but that ejection was BS. Uh, okay. Number three. I'm from Texas, but strictly speaking, armadillos, although they can be, kind of cute, I'm against them.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
and and number four, and number four, and this includes anyone who is listening within earshot of the sound of my voice. Your dog loves me. Okay, and that's all I got.
DMX would be proud. Okay.
I mean, I guess technically he loved me too.
Uh,
I
okay.
mean,
Earl loved everybody.
Earl
I
of the
guess.
kids.
but particularly me because Anyway, so I am so special.
Definitely.
Okay, all right. So we getting into these topics, I guess.
Sure.
Okay. Well, Star, you want to
Mm.
tell us about some dumb criminals? I mean, most criminals to me are dumb, but you know.
So I've been spending a lot of time at the hospital this past week, visiting my mom, and like a lot of Judge Judy and court shows and just crap I normally don't watch. I don't do a whole
Ah,
lot of TV watching
so
anyway, but
so you've stepped into my world. I
oh
like
man,
it.
I can't. Um,
Straight old lady shit.
I can't.
Hey,
I
hey,
can't.
hey.
First of all, Judge Judy, yeah, whatever. Judge
Murder She
Judy is an
Wrote, all that.
asshole.
Matlock.
Um, she's an
I don't watch
asshole.
Matlock. Yes, she is,
She is. She
but she's also
overperforms for
hilarious.
the
Yes.
cameras.
Man, she's
Also,
still
I've seen her
funny.
in a bathing suit and I can't get that image burned out my head. It's torture.
Oh no, poor thing.
Oh, first of
Um,
all, I saw that photo. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as you would imagine.
You might
mm,
be into
And
old wrinkly white women.
I'm
mhm.
not, for the record. But I mean, I think she looks good for her age because she's what, like 70 something? I don't know.
Nah,
She's
this
Yeah,
up
one
give
I
or
there.
take.
seen was early 2000s.
Oh no, they published one like early, I want to say either earlier this year or last year, late last
Ew.
year. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just
But anyway,
dress up a corpse and see what happens. So,
you're
the crypt,
mean.
put
It
the
wasn't,
crypt
it was,
keeper in a bathing suit. Why not?
that's what it looked
you're
like.
mean. It wasn't that bad. Um,
Opinion.
whatever. Yeah. But anyway,
Okay, dumb criminals. Focus.
yes, dumb criminals. Go ahead.
Sure. Okay. So, robber uses a cucumber as a gun and hope no.
Okay.
Glasgow, Scotland. Dude armed with a cucumber under his jacket tried to rob a store. And
Oh
as
man.
he was taking whatever the bag was or the container, whatever, he didn't realize how heavy it was. And so he goes to release his hand from the inside of his jacket and the cucumber falls to the ground.
I figured he was keeping it in gray sweatpants.
Burglar falls asleep on the job. Burglar falls asleep on the job. Retired couple from, I don't know what the hell that word is. Whatever, somewhere over in England, returned home from their holiday in 2014, only to find a burglar fast asleep in their bed. Number three, criminal uses stolen cell phone to take selfie in the house that he's burgling. That was pretty good. Um,
Can we play what race are these people?
you know what race they are. Cut it
Damn.
out. Unfortunately, you know what race they are. Although the dude that I was telling y'all about last week, they used his pay stub. They wrote the robbery note on the back of his pay stub, which should be included on this list, and it's not. That he was black. Unfortunately, he had the
Lord.
delegation kicks his ass out. Like whatever. Um. So
Mm.
Glad a
anyway,
brother's working.
man uses his wanted poster that he found online as his profile pic.
Oh, I saw that one. That's gangster.
Mac Year,
Matter
I
of
mean,
fact, go ahead.
Mac Yearwood, he's from Florida.
of
Of
Dummy.
course he
course.
is.
ATM thieves set their money on fire.
Mm.
Two aspiring
Fuck you, that
criminals
Joker?
attempt Two aspiring criminals attempt to open an ATM machine with a blowtorch. They suddenly understood the big mistake they had made. They successfully
Dum, dum,
melted through the
dum.
heavy metal frame surrounding the all important cash and were inches away from success. However, they reached a pile of paper notes that they were after and mistakenly set fire to the pile of money, leaving nothing but a criminal record.
Mm.
Hey, I didn't
Hold
write
up.
the
How much
article.
does a blowtorch cost?
No.
Well,
Oh.
you can make one if someone pisses you off and you happen to have like an aerosol can in your bathroom and a lighter. You can make
Yeah, but
one
that
real
ain't gonna
quick.
burn through an ATM.
No, but it'll set a grown man on fire.
Jeez.
Listen,
Not that,
I try not to
not
kink
that I know
shame, but
it.
you could have kept that one.
That's not a kink.
Sure it
So,
isn't.
next, 18-year-old Ruben Zorate tried to rob a muffler shop in Chicago. But while he was casing it out, he found himself interested in the cashier and gave the cashier his number and came back the next day to rob the bank.
God
Wow.
damn. Rookies, all of
Hormones.
you.
They get you every time.
Yep. Side
That's
note, you
all
can
I
buy a
got.
blowtorch for less than $50, so I guess it wasn't that bad of an idea.
It was a horrible idea because, as everybody should know by now, ATMs are equipped with cameras. So even if
Yeah.
you are successful, they have you on camera. Like, what are you about to do? Plus, the bills that they put in ATM machines are documented. So where are you going to spend them? I mean, the whole thing was cockamamie and stupid. Just saying.
Yeah. Um, a Chicago man was stopped at a red light. Next to him was a police cruiser. The man leaned over and asked if he was wanted by the police. The cops got out of their cruiser to chat with him. That's when they smelled the sweet aroma of marijuana wafting from his car. They also That's also when they noticed the butt of a handgun tucked into the driver's seat. Further
Mm.
investigation revealed oh, an ad popped up, sorry. Further investigation revealed an illegal loaded assault rifle, unregistered weapons, and ammunition.
Had he killed somebody?
I don't know.
Like,
Just a
why the
fucking
hell would
idiot.
you ask
He was
them if he?
high. Like he had to be high, like as
That is
hell.
something better than marijuana.
Yeah,
Right.
something a whole lot heavier than marijuana. But mm, anyway, that's all I got.
Yeah, people are
So I will
weird.
have you know that I know you don't watch TV like that, but if you have Peacock, Snoop Dogg has a show that's called So Dumb It's Criminal. And it's usually him and two comedians just up there roasting everybody in they dumb criminal video clips. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I'll watch that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna cue that up right now. What is it called? So dumb it's criminal. I could use a good
Yep.
laugh.
uh, yeah. Now, see, the criminal shows that I like to watch are like Fear Thy Neighbor and American Psycho and things like that. Those are my show. you
See,
know,
my
Side
psyche.
note,
they
while everybody's talking about gun control, I find it very weird that this country wants to make everybody paranoid and then give them guns. But vote.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
my psyche can't handle watching that kind of stuff all day
oh,
long. Like
Nah.
I can't.
I
Yeah,
was
I
raised in
need
the
I
hood. I
need
seen
some.
enough shit.
Yeah, me too. And I
Trying to
mean,
be
like
happy at this point.
like my block was cool, like there's this area in Detroit called Boston Edison. So like my immediate surroundings were cool, but the majority were upper middle class, whatever, kept their lawns tight, sent their kids to good schools, all that. But just a couple
Rub it
couple of
in.
blocks away, you know, it was 12th Street Boys, YBI, so on and so forth. Um,
Mm,
and I have definitely seen enough of that kind of shit firsthand to last me a lifetime. I don't need to watch shit like that.
Side
mm.
note, thanks,
I
Mom,
can't.
for getting me out at a young age. Love you, yellow ass.
Aww.
Well, I grew up in a very comfortable middle class
Yeah,
existence. I would
that's why that
say.
shit's fascinating.
I wouldn't say. Well, that's not why it's fascinating. But I will watch anything on the ID channel, just about anything on A&E. Uh, like that is where I live. Forensic Files. I love Forensic Files.
Now I watch stuff like that
Yeah, I
because I
love
like
that kind of
medical
thing.
shit,
Me too.
stuff
Me
that
too.
grosses most
But
people out. I'd be like, ooh.
yeah.
But
Oh,
I watch
yeah.
porn and
Yeah.
comedies.
I
you
love
watch
watching
what?
surgeries.
Porn and comedies. Keep it simple. I want to be happy.
Yeah, and my
Mm.
my one my nerd out is like the History Channel. Although the History Channel is starting to really suck with all the recreation shows and yeah, whatever. It used to be better back in the day. Anyway,
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I also like a lot of HGTV, so I'm really a Renaissance kind of person.
I used to
There's-
like HGTV, but no more.
yeah, it depends on the show. Like, there's something on right now that I would never watch, but there's a lot of stuff that I like on HGTV. But note to the rookies: don't be trying to try that stuff like you can do it because you can't.
No, no matter how simple it looks.
No matter how simple it looks, don't think, oh, I can do that myself. No, you
Eh,
cannot.
more than likely. It's a no.
Tear it up.
Yeah, let's pay the mortgage on something that's been torn up. Yeah, that'll work for me, I guess.
Pay professionals.
Yes, that is why they're there. That's you people are like, well, they're so expensive. Somebody said that to me about a plumber once. I was like, call the plumber. I don't want to call a plumber. Plumbers cost too much. I'm like, there's a reason why plumbers cost a lot
Because
because
they
they
know
know what
what
the
the
fuck
hell
they're
they're
doing,
doing.
and they're not going to flood your damn basement. That's why. But yeah, okay. So also anything doing with electricity or electrical, don't do that shit
Yeah,
yourself.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
mess
Please
with
don't.
plumbing before I mess with electricity. Like I'll do little stuff
Me
like
too.
repair
Me too.
cords
But
on
I
a
don't.
lamp or something like that. But I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. No. No. I'm
Burn
not
your whole
touching
house
shit
down.
inside. I'm not touching shit inside my wall.
Yeah.
That's just how I am.
Although I
And
did fix
could
my
I?
furnace.
Yeah. And I'm like, could I figure it out? Yes, I probably could. Do I want to? No. I
Although
would
like I
gladly
said, I
pay.
did fix my own furnace. Woohoo! But
Yeah. Well, good for
Girl
you.
power.
girl power,
Yeah.
Black
I
magic
mean,
something.
I could I
black
could
girl
light the
magic.
pilot. I could light the pilot
Now
and
that's
stuff
the
like
crazy
that.
shit. Like
But
I won't do that. I refuse. I will call somebody over to light a pipe. I'm so like afraid of that. It's not even funny. But
really,
yeah, I'm not fucking with no lighting no pilot.
oh no. See, I'm okay with that. I'll do that real quick.
I don't like doing the
But
electric pilot on the water tank, like the clicking it. I don't even like that. Like that scares me. I
oh,
don't.
that yeah. See, that one's easy.
Yeah,
That one's
it's easy,
easy.
but I don't like it.
Oh
Tangent.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind lighting pilots, but anything that has to do with electrical in the wall, like if I have to change wires or I don't trust it. I don't
We
because
are
even
off on a tangent, but let me just say
yes,
this. the wires have to make sense. There's a grounding wire, there's a hot wire. Like if it's
Yes.
2 wires or 3, I'm okay with that because I know what that stuff is. But if it's just like
Mm.
no, I'm good. But anyway,
I don't trust it. I can go turn the switch that turns off all the power to the whole house, and I still don't trust it.
yeah, because when you cut it back on, it might blow some shit up. Anyway.
No, I don't trust that it's truly off. That's
Oh,
what
I
I
got
don't
it.
trust.
Got it.
because because
Zzz.
I have seen and see, this is where HGTV has messed me up. I have seen where they have turned off that switch and there's still current going through those lines. So
Well,
I would
yeah,
rather a
you gotta
professional,
flush
yeah,
it. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I'd rather a professional deal with that bullshit. I don't want any part of it. That's all.
Got it. Next.
Welcome
So,
back to the Threesome Podcast.
Next.
okay. Um, Magic,
Yes, ma'am.
you want to know how petty we are? Are you going to tell us how petty
um,
you are first?
sure. So what had happened was one of my homegirls was giving her ex a chance and found out that he was on the same old bullshit. So we were thinking of ways to get him back so y'all could be helpful to another sister. I probably have a plethora of petty things I've done. I should do a top
Such
five, but I'm
as?
only doing one. There was this one
Okay.
chick I really, really liked when we were teenagers, but teenagers do teenager shit. So every time I was trying to run what little whack ass game I had, she was like, "Oh no, because yeah, all right." So I ended up fucking her sister.
Mm.
I kind of sort of slipped and fell. Shit be happening.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I didn't get back to her till like 30 years later, but I was honest about it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hey, if you're listening, appreciate you.
Storm.
See, I'm just not petty in that way, I guess. Like once I'm done, like, if it ain't happening, it just ain't happening. And I'm moving along. Because I mean, there's a lot of men in this world, so you know what I mean? Like, why am I gonna give all
Yeah,
my energy
like
to
the
the one that
relatives.
I'm not with? Yeah, I'm just like, So I don't know that. Oh, well, shoot. You know what? You just made me think of one thing petty that I did.
Let's go.
Okay, okay. So I was with this dude, and we were like on again, off again, and he was really pissing me off with his little attitude and whatever. So on one of those off again times, I kind of hooked up with his cousin,
Mm.
and yeah, so there was that. But that,
We found the applause button.
right. So yeah, but that's the only time I can think of like being petty in that regard. Um, like
Shit,
past
I have
high
a
school.
laundry list.
I'll I'll say past high school because there was
Yeah, high school
one
was all
dude
the
in
fun
high
shit.
school. Yeah, there was one dude in high school that we broke up, and I remember the teacher asked me to grade the papers, for his class,
Damn it.
and I marked like almost all of his answers wrong. Like I don't even know if they were wrong or not. I wasn't about to look at them, so I marked most of them wrong, and he failed that assignment. So that was petty.
We gonna pray for you. We gonna pray for you.
Oh well, no need because I'm past that. Like I have grown, I have evolved long since
But did
then
you
for that.
apologize so he
Yeah.
could get closure?
No, nor will I ever because he had that coming.
Let the punishment fit the crime, people.
Gosh.
I mean,
Man,
if I was really petty, I would have gone in her grade book and changed all of his grades, but I didn't do that. So, give me some credit.
Like you're
okay.
not really fucked up, only a little bit.
I The only two things that I can even think of that were petty that I did, I was like super young. One of them was this guy that I don't know what his issue was, but oh, I know what it was. So my first job was McDonald's. And we call ourselves talking all up until, you know, this girl starts working at McDonald's who, even though I was very shapely, she was much shapelier than I was. And then all of a sudden he dropped me like a hot rock. So
Mm.
we were at work one day, and I rigged the shake machine. I didn't put the little, it's like this flow control nozzle. And if it's
Right.
not on there,
Hmm.
when you push the handle down, it just fucking goes everywhere. so,
Yeah.
That's why it's always
so
broken.
I'm
That
pretty
is
sure
why
that's
it's
not the
always
reason
broken.
now, but um so I took the little star nozzle off so that when he would go over there, when he went over there to go make the shake, it just, the ice cream machine basically just spurted out like the shake mix all over his ass. Like, good for you. Okay, so that's petty. Um,
Now
um,
see,
the-
me, now see,
hmm?
now see. I thought you were going to tell me that you ripped up his time card.
Oh no, I ain't even think about that. Like, I was not, and I'm still not to a certain
Evil?
degree. But I just was
Wow.
not diabolical in that way. Like when I was younger, I just wasn't.
Yeah.
You gotta
Don't play
think
with
I was
people's money.
Catholic school, church girl. Like I wasn't
Mm.
that way.
You don't play with people's
Those
emotions.
were the
Yeah, you don't
freaks.
play with people's emotions. Um, the only other thing that I did was this guy that I dated while I was in high school, who basically broke up with me because I wouldn't give him none, and I used his address to sign up for I used his, and I don't even know how I did this. Oh, I know, I did. I know. I used his address to sign up for every get 10 for a penny thing that I could think of. Like when they was doing the like cassette tapes.
Shit, I would have loved that.
Oh no, I sent him shit that he didn't like. that he would have never liked. And he
You
knew
up
it
at
was me.
you were on the country western side of the catalog.
Got that new Travis Tritt, son.
like Madonna Immaculate Collection and shit like that. He was and he probably, and from the selections alone, and that, because I kind of wanted him to know it was me, but he couldn't prove it. So from the selections alone, he knew it was me. Paula
Mm.
Abdul and shit. Um,
2 steps forward. Take 2 steps
yep,
back.
I did the movies, I did the tapes. And there was something else. I think it was like Disney books and Dr. Seuss books you could get. Like, I did all of that shit and sent it straight to his house. But that's
Mm,
about as petty
mm,
as I was.
mm.
That's the only two petties I could think of. Like after a breakup, I just
Backsliding days.
Oh, well, you gonna give us another one?
Nah, I've done enough confessions on this podcast to get me unalived.
Listen, I didn't say that I wished that for you. I'm just saying I can see it. Anyway,
Yeah, so everybody fucking loves me. I'm like a giant shaved down Elmo.
what? I don't think so.
oh, I need to
Mhm.
live more.
We all do.
Oh, and as a side note, I think this podcast has ruined a potential for me.
Okay.
Do tell.
So, met this guy a little while ago. We've been kind of chatting on and off. He lives like a little far from me, so we hadn't been out much, but we pretty much were talking every day. And we've been out a couple of times, whatever, whatever. And I had told him one day I had said something about I had to be home later on, for the recording of the podcast. He's like, podcast, what podcast? So I told him about it. And he's been acting funky ever since. Ever since he's been acting funky.
Did you talk? Did you talk about him on the podcast?
No.
Like,
Mm-mm. No, because
or
he wasn't.
maybe he thought you did.
No, he couldn't have thought I did. I haven't mentioned. Yeah, whatever.
I
He
mean,
couldn't have thought I did.
you know how sometimes a hit dog will holler. So maybe he thought you were hitting him.
Honestly, you're
Yeah.
the most innocent one on the show. I could see me or her losing somebody for hearing this shit.
Well, I mean, we talk
Wow,
about a lot of shit on this show, and
you just threw me
admissions
under the
of
motherfucking
issues
bus.
and all that kind of stuff. Maybe I scared him. I mean, and if that's the case, so be it. You missing
Yeah,
out
he
on
was
a
probably
phenomenal
thinking
woman, but it's cool.
he was probably thinking, I love my white shoes. Damn.
Right, in my dirty ass ears. Um,
Lord. The whole phase isn't coming, my guy. You're good.
no, the whole phase is coming. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no, it's coming. I'm already
How
listen.
long have
I'm
we been
already
doing this
plotting for it.
podcast?
No, 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 no,
Right.
no, no. Listen, life has not allowed me to have a whole phase, but when I promise you, it's coming.
Oh,
It's
man.
coming. Especially if I'm not locked down soon, it's coming because whatever. Menopause does something else to the hormones, and even though I'm not menopausal, I'm like perimenopausal, and like my hormones have been like I'm ready to snatch motherfuckers out of line at the ice cream shop. Like the fuck.
Well, well, well.
Anyway,
Well, I wish I was
Be on the
menopausal.
lookout,
I
Detroit
cannot wait.
metropolitan area.
because I'm coming,
Cause,
literally.
cause first of all, I'm mad about this lack of menopause bullshit because I was told that black women tend to go through menopause earlier. So I've been waiting on this shit since I was 45. And why am I still waiting? Like, I don't appreciate that. That's all I got to say about that.
Well, you say that because you're not going through it.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That is exactly why I say it, because I would like to very much be
this
able to
shit ain't
say,
fun, dog. Like that's some of the conversations that that's some of the conversations that we need to start having, like with our
Mm-mm.
adult children, about different
Eh,
little phases of life. Menopause is one of them. Like stuff like with dudes that like that happens to dudes as they get older. They need to have that conversation with their sons so they're not like shocked and surprised. And same thing with women. It's like, come on, somebody could have told me.
well, I mean, people did tell me. I mean, I'm fully prepared for what's to come. I just wish the hell it would come on.
You
That's
know
all I'm
what? A
saying.
lot of that shit is like they like, oh, you'll have hot flashes and mood swings. Like I don't really have mood swings, but I was
Oh,
never one of those mood swings people when it came to my monthly either. So like that whole what is it called? Um, you know what it's
beautiful.
called.
PMS.
um, what is it called? Storm?
PMS.
PMS.
You
Like
talking about?
I had one short window in my life for like 4 months, and I don't even know what brought it on, whatever, but that I had like a PMS issue. And by the time that I realized what it was and went to go see what was going on with it, it was gone pretty much. Um, and so me having mood swings now, like I'm pretty much the same person all the time. Um, so yeah. Um, but the whole hormonal thing, yeah, nobody talks about that shit.
I don't give a fuck about my hormones.
Oh,
I
you
want to
will.
stop. I w- listen. Listen, all the hormones that I've had to deal with in my life, like I can ride the hormone wave. I don't care about that.
Hmm.
I I just want to stop this monthly uh
Curse
horror
from
show.
God.
Homicide.
Horror show that seems to happen. Like that is what needs to stop, and it could have stopped. We could have stopped this shit like 15
We.
years ago. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, my factory was closed 24 years
Lord.
ago, but yet and
And that
still,
exactly,
the
and that is
machinery
what I'm
still
saying.
running. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm
So,
pissed
if
off
any
that
men are still
I'm pissed off
listening, send
about
me your
still
cash
being.
app, and I'm gonna send you $5 for pain and suffering.
I well,
I still what the
I'm
fuck?
just saying. I, I'm pissed off that I'm almost 53 years old and I'm still fertile. Like that shit is annoying.
I am too, but yeah, whatever.
Swallow.
I was gonna say like I wasn't doing that when I was 20, but that's beside the point. Like man,
Can
like
you
it like
imagine?
yeah,
Can
like
you
for
imagine
who?
popping
For
up
what?
pregnant? Like, do you? I would go
Oh,
jump off the nearest fucking bridge. Like,
no, I will go on a homicidal spree. I'm telling you right now. A spree, I tell you. Okay?
I got a 2 year
Because,
old grandbaby popping up with a kid. The fuck. Anyway, next
yeah.
topic. Get off that old
Uh,
depressing ass subject while I'm talking about starting my whole phase.
Please.
Look,
I know
talking
that.
about starting my whole phase is the potential potential of popping up pregnant. Get the fuck out of here. Woo!
No,
No.
that would be hilarious, though.
No, that fucking shit wouldn't be hilarious.
And I would talk about you so bad.
That baby would be right over there with you on your porch. Like here. You thought it was funny? Here you go. I'll be on by on the weekends and send you a check.
Side note: condoms are not foolproof, and there's a lot of fools fucking.
Yep.
Yes.
My baby is evidence of condoms ain't foolproof.
Lord.
uh, okay.
Like I
Where are
might
we
as well
with
got the
time?
full contact feeling if I was going. Never mind. Anyway,
Okay.
Speaking of which, do we have time for my product review?
sure.
Sure.
Okay. Well, thanks to the generosity of magic,
Mm.
I
Er.
I was able to test out the rose, and I'll just
Wait,
say,
wait.
oh,
Anyway, go ahead.
That was abrupt. Like, what the fuck?
Go ahead.
wait, wait a minute. No, you said wait.
Nah,
What are you mad
nah,
about?
nah, nah.
Tell us why you're mad.
Nah, nope. Mm-mm.
Oh, Lord.
Um,
Anyway, go ahead.
anyway, so I finally got around to testing it, and all I can say is, I mean, it's all right. It gets the job done. I'll say that. It gets the job done, but it's not my favorite. That I mean, that's all I've got on that.
Well,
It's not
tell
my
us what
favorite.
your favorite is.
Um, oh, let me think. It's been so long. Um,
Tyrone,
um,
Jim, George.
Been so
no, none
long.
of them.
Watch
Um,
yourself. I know.
oh,
Go
you
ahead,
know
boo.
what?
If you say
You know what?
safari, we gonna fight.
No, I was really fond of Tracy's dog.
Tracy's dog. There's something that. Anyway, ew.
Gee,
Um,
what in the
why
bestiality?
That's the name of the company, by the way.
So there's a vibrator called Tracy's dog.
Arf.
There is a company, yes, that makes them.
That is disgusting. Like, anyway, go ahead.
Okay, I'll get you one for your
I'm too
birthday, and you tell
visual.
me how disgusting it is.
I'm too
Just letting
visual.
you know.
I can't get past the
I'm just letting
name.
you know. I give that one 5
Bestiality
stars.
sounding shit.
Okay, it has nothing to do with the dog.
I
Okay,
mean, I get it, but why call it that? Anyway, go ahead.
that's I just told you that's the name of the company. I
I
don't know
understand
why.
that.
I don't know. Maybe
I get it, but why? Like Tracy's
So many
dog is.
twisted turns.
Tracy's dog is just such an odd name for a sex toy company. Like,
maybe somebody loved Tracy's dog. I mean,
yeah, a little bit too much. But anyway, go ahead.
Tracy's
So they
dog
make
might.
other things.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they have a
Kibble.
whole lineup, but I mean, that's beside the point. But anyway,
That tastes like vagina.
my anyway,
I
my
need it.
recommendation. I would recommend a Tracy's dog over the. Matter of fact, I think Tracy's dog might even make the Rose, like the original Rose, because
Yeah, when I went looking, there's a lot of options.
yeah, there's a lot of different ones. Like the original one, I think Tracy's dog makes. So maybe that one's different. I don't know, but the one I tested, it was all right. It was all right. But again, when when it comes to things like that, it's very subjective because I mean, like I won't even go into all that deep detail, but just so you know,
I'm listening.
I prefer. Okay, all right. I mean, I'll get into the detail of it. The detail for me is that the suction isn't really good on that one. Yeah, I mean it's more of a. So if you're one of those people who enjoys more of a lapping sensation, speaking of Tracy's dog, if you're one of those people, I can't imagine who you are, who these people are, but yeah, that's more of a lapping sensation, whereas Tracy's dog has more of a strong like suction, and I like the suction of it all. So there you go. That's all I got. Also, I lied because also I think Tracy's dog had more like modes, I guess, whereas that Rose only had like 2 or 3 or maybe 4. I don't know.
You sent a substandard rose.
Listen, I don't bother with roses. I have my own tongue. I could actually make my head vibrate, but that's a whole different story that we don't need to get into at the moment. Not to say that I don't use toys, but Rose hasn't crossed the list yet. And after this review, we might have to talk to Tracy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I like I said, I don't know if the original one made by Tracy's dog is better, but I do know that
we need sponsorship.
Tracy's dog definitely should sponsor this podcast. But yeah, because I'm a fan of their OG. That's what we'll call it. The OG Tracy's dog. I'm a fan.
Well,
and that's all I got.
On that note, if you like the show, tell a friend, tell a foe, tell the hoes to holla at Tracy and her pets. It is the Threesome Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, the Threesome Pod on Twitter. I'll let you people.
I'm about to go. Speaking of dogs, I'm about to go walk mine. Y'all crazy.
I'm gonna go munch some carpet.
Lord. Good night.
Man, good night, people.
Peace.